Sergeant Melody Cutler, MELODY CUTLER, Unified Police Department. Last night, right about midnight, we received a call of a domestic occurring in the area about 6800 South Palm Frond Court. We had 3 Kearns officers responded out here, and where they encountered a male. That male, we're being told, produced a handgun, and all 3 officers fired at him. He is deceased. We were out here earlier last night on a verbal domestic, and there were 4 other adults in the home when this occurred. And the male, when the officers arrived on that second one, they encountered him in the driveway of the neighbor's house. We have invoked the OICI protocol. This incident is being investigated by Team 1, which is led by Salt Lake City Police. So it's currently under investigation, and the male who is deceased in this has been identified as 46-year-old Aaron Zimmerman.
Aaron Zimmerman?
Yes.
And does he belong to the first call as well? Was he part of the whole thing that started around, 9, 10 o'clock?
Yeah, and I think they didn't have an exact time from that on me, but yeah, they were out here earlier that night, same parties involved.
The officer involved when the domestic violence call, was that, what time was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, neighbor just said she came home around 10 and there were cops over there, and then it sounded like, so they left and then came back.
Yeah, we were called back.
And so was he basically combative right from the get-go on the second callback?
So the second callback, the officers had been here a very, very short time before those shots fired were called. So it had been fairly quickly after they arrived.
So being that the officers were called out here twice, that second time, did that make them more prepared to deal with a bigger situation, or how did they approach that versus if it was just the first time they were called?
We would approach any domestic violence call can be incredibly dangerous. Obviously, in situations like this, emotions are incredibly high. So we are aware of that. So anytime we respond to any sort of domestic violence call, we know that people are going to be very emotional, and it can be very, very dangerous for us. So we respond the same way every time. But the first one was just verbal, so I don't know what they were thinking the second time.
Everyone else in the home, how many others were in the home and how are they doing? Any idea?
There were 4 additional in the home. They're all adults, and obviously, they're upset at the turn of events and the way this turned out.
Does Mr. Zimmerman belong to that home? Does he live there, or did he live there?
Yeah, he does belong to that home, so he was a resident of that home. Awesome. Watch behind you. Just, I'm not sure.
46-year-old Aaron Zimmerman.
Yeah.
And I know it's early, but had you guys been out here before? As you guys said,
I don't know.
And because it was a domestic violence call, I know you kind of answered this.
Sorry, I don't want you to run over. Okay.
I'll wait. That way.
You're driving right there. UPD guy.
That was impressive.
I was just going to ask, is there any other injuries in the home?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
And so now protocol, Salt Lake City has that now, and there's whatever else after this is probably going to go through the DA?
Yeah, it'll go through the district attorney's office. Right now we're waiting for the medical examiner. They'll come out and they'll do their investigation as well.
And all the officers involved, nobody hurt? Everyone?
No injuries to the officers, so we'll have 3 officers that will be placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation.
What does that do for your Kearns crew? I mean, that's, you guys have got a little precinct set up. That's 3 out from there. That's a pretty big. They'll be missing for a while.
It's a big hunk from that precinct. The great thing about the way Unified operates is that we were able to pull other resources from throughout the department to help supplement their staffing while they're out.
And just to clarify, what area is this?
It is Kearns.
This is considered Kearns?
It is. It's like a little island.
It's weird how.
Kind of like White City.
Yeah, exactly.
And while you're here and mic'd up, there was shots fired called Mill Creek. Okay.
I know nothing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
That
Alrighty.
answers all my questions. Appreciate your
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. Thank you.
Did I
And-
tell you we did recover the gun? Did I tell you that? Just
You
so
got
in
the-
case you
the
need
gun
that.
out.
With the gun is there, yeah.
Did he fire?
They're not sure yet.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
But there was a firearm.
Yeah,
Yes.
I heard him.
Yeah, the lady over here said she heard a police force